Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am a Cloudy Sheep, and we are playing Command, Modern Naval and Air Operations. This episode will be mainly about our base in Mirage over here, with the aircraft that are taking just about 4 hours here to ready up. And I think we do have some over here in Terrejon as well. So basically we want these guys here to be ready to strike this craft down here, at least by the end of the mission. While we're doing that, we will not engage in any particular offensive maneuvers. Maybe we do have these two Hornets over here, which are just over our main group, and which would be able to maybe go down here and take on some of the aircrafts that they have. Of course, we will time accelerate, and I'll just start right now, but you will see that there are a couple of units over here. I think there are still two F-16s at least in here, but we won't take these because they are, of course, keeping a very close eye over things there. We also will keep an eye on our submarines over here. They're just recharging the batteries, and I wouldn't want to be stuck without batteries, at least while submerged, so let's make sure everything is fine. I think they are all pretty much snorkeling, yeah, so at a medium sort of distance over there. Let's also have a look briefly at whether things are going good here. 14 knots, yes, I think that's just a tiny notch slower than Group Delta over here, which is going at 15 knots. You can see that these guys are cavitating, but I'm not that worried about submarines, because as you can see here, we do lay out a pretty good pattern of anti-submarine buoys. So I'm hoping that everything will turn out fine in that regard. There's one thing that we're going to do, and that is we will take these two tankers here off the refueling mission, and that you can do over here in the missions editors. In one of our first episodes, actually, we set these two guys to be patrolling from here, and we'll just remove these guys to the unassigned units pool. That's going to be fine and dandy. You should still be returning to base. You are. This flight over here is coming in home as well, as are these guys, and I think that's pretty much it. Excellent. So while we are waiting, we'll be, of course, time compressing over here and just keeping an eye on whether any aircraft will sort of detach from the area down there. We're not seeing anything. It's a bit hard to tell, but right now I think we are fine. They're turning on and off their radars all the time, so that's not very helpful. Again, some stuff happening down here, but not too much. And no aircraft launching here either, so that's very good to know. I don't think there's any aircraft down here in the air right now, at least as far as we do know. I'd also want to have a look at our Intel aircraft, particularly this Boeing over here, which is still in the air and still has fuel for a couple of more hours, which I appreciate very much, because that does mean it will be around for our strike down there. So that's fine. You guys, I think you can actually loiter and be just waiting down there. Maybe we can see another of their intelligence aircraft being around. Maybe this boogie. So who are you? Yeah. That's who we're looking for. So if you wouldn't mind, just come down here like that. Stay out of the range. This is the anti-aircraft range of the enemy ships, but still we'll just want to try to keep a bit out of the area. Cruise speed, which is fine. These guys don't have sufficient fuel, I believe, to really make much difference, but that's going to be fine. I'm not sure they actually spotted us. They certainly would have the radar range to do so, so I think they probably have. Let's wait for a couple of seconds to see what's going on. I think it's fine. Here we go, and I think this is the time for these guys to actually turn on their radar, just so we can be sure that they would discover the craft if it's right in front of them at least. 120 nautical miles till they get... Come on, I know you must be around. Auto? What does auto mean? I think that means you're auto-targeted, right? So we're shifting over here maybe a bit. It was 20 seconds ago. Somewhere within this cone. Very, very unlikely to be here. But you will be returning to base very, very soon. In fact, much sooner than you'd be arriving here. And I'm not that particularly happy about that because it probably means you'll be crossing through here. And that I'm really not that comfortable with. Who are you? Are you another of these craft? Maybe we overcommitted a bit here, but since we are only talking about like 3 minutes now, I do not want to take these guys back. Seal time, accelerate a bit. Come on. Yeah, and there we are returning to base. Which is unfortunate, and can I actually tell you to not do that? Yes, when first unit reaches fuel state, terminate with planned reserve fuel. Joker above bingo with planned IE. Guys, can I... Sticks. Contact. Okay. I don't think I can force these guys to come in like that, but can we maybe at least tell you guys to stay out of that range a bit? So right now I'm really kind of worried that we overcommitted and that the F-16s are going to attack us now. You. Both of you. Go up there. So I think it's only one of our planes that is actually returning, the lower one that you can see right now. But we might be lucky. I think their guys are turning away a bit. Yeah. Which is good luck for us. Really, really good luck actually. Nope, 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 they are coming in. Okay, so first off let's change the map settings and change the unit view so that you do turn off your radar. Just advertising your position. These guys are certainly coming in, and now we are really deep in trouble. Actually, so back to group view. Get you, and I need at least 2 of you guys to launch right now. I think these 2 guys were on park deck, so yeah, they're launching within 30 seconds, so that's going to be groovy. What's not going to be groovy is this. I want you to go here. Yes, I know that. Has reached bingo fuel. 400 nautical miles. But you have range for way more than that. And these guys are turning back, so I think... yeah, we're lucky. Switch to group view. You can now please go back to base. And you over here will instead try to make your way down there. There was something special about the Harriers and the speed range. I think it was that they have the highest speed actually in the middle sort of altitude band over here, but still the fuel burning rate is still best, certainly over here at cruise, at least in per kilometer, so it's fine if you guys are cruising. And their F-16s are actually returning to base now, so that's maybe good luck, maybe Maybe something else, I don't know. Well, I mean, we probably would not have been in great trouble. Also, our tankers are getting better. You must be one of the intel craft, right? So we will try to get our Harriers to fly over this way and kill that dude. Find it and kill it. The F-16s have been lost. It's not a big surprise. Let's make sure you guys now also start to use your radar. And just come down here on this vector. It's turning to the hostile ID S74. S74? Ooh, okay. So we actually identified and properly identified one of the ships down here. It was very close. Actually, after all, it's probably somewhat within our range to just attack. So let's keep an eye on this and see first of all what anti-submarine weapons it would have available. Just a Gatling gun, some actual gun, anti-aircraft, surface ships. Okay, good news. This guy doesn't have any capacity to actually attack submarines, and he's about how far away? 4 nautical miles. We are a bit quicker than he is, at least for now, because he hasn't spotted us, which is of course very good news. And I actually think we can tell you to maybe go full speed ahead and just reach that guy a bit more quickly. Up here, not much has changed. We don't really know all too much about their position. Something mobile down here. What could that be? Oh. Okay, so they probably have a radar installation over here. Just a land unit. Can you be going any quicker? I think you could, but that would drain your power. So instead we are going to tell you to curve someone in and then see if we can't attack anyone by that. Fair enough. Time compression over here. Are we actually cavitating down here? I wouldn't like that. No, that's bad. Cavitating 13 knots, so 13 you shall go. Or maybe let's, be safe and go 12 knots. There we go. More boogies. I would guess someone's launching... Oh, just probably some new fighters to cover that area over there. Which is fine, unless they overshoot and murder our Harriers, because Harriers... There we go. There we go. What are you? Oh! And a surface vessel. I was about to say, okay, that's a bit troublesome because it's so close, but it's actually something very... Okay, let's take a couple of seconds here to process all that. There's probably some more Mirages starting from here and launching, which I think we just spotted with this submarine up here, which is of course okay. And I think they'll be probably launching from here to protect their body over here. So, in lieu of that, what are you guys doing? You're returning to base, right? Yes, you are. And you should be really safe doing that. Yes, you are. Good, good. You are catching up down there. Fantastic. Classified attack. Yes, we know that these are probably all Mirages. It's a bit worrisome that they are launching 4 at the same time. So I'm telling you to actually go ahead and Go as fast as you possibly can. Just range that. And this is just again a commercial fishing boat. We actually know the name of that. This one we don't know yet what's going on with this one. It's been nearly an hour since it's been transmitting. But here we actually know now that it's an an airborne early warning system. So yeah, we'll definitively make that a high priority. Nothing much happening here. More aircraft, however, down here. Maybe one of them is trying to intercept. That looks a bit like an intercept course. So I really want my Harriers to get out there as soon as possible. However, we will launch at this aircraft up there when we can. Right now, it's tagged as civilian, which of course I don't believe to be the case. However, I don't know what type of aircraft it is, and I'm not sure we want to spend too much time waiting to find out. Can we actually see what the range on the Sidewinders is? I think very, very short. 10 nautical miles, and you are how far away? 35. We know nothing about you, right? Get a bit on better intercept course. Wait, what? Oh, okay, that's been overlapping stuff from there. Local time, it's clear sky, so we should be able to watch somewhat at least 27 nautical miles. We'll go to 27 nautical miles. I think that might be the point up to which we can sort of see aircraft getting ready. That's good to see. More aircraft being ready. Come on. We will launch very soon. There we go. We actually know it's hostile now, and it's another Hawkeye, so yeah, definitively. We'll not wait for it to get into 10 nautical miles. ARAM deals that. Okay, so I think this does mean we are facing a situation where they do not know whether this aircraft won't move out of the effective range over here. Is that true? Let's briefly make sure that our launch altitude... Yep, that sounds like good. Launch down there. We are now going to go on cruise speed because I don't want to actually move further closer to that than strictly necessary. I hope that they'll only launch one missile at a time. And the MRAM up here is moving very, very fast. It's only about 150 kilos, but I think against a target like this, we'll probably be safe. The agility should be really low, yeah. So there's no point in it maneuvering at all, if it even has spotted us. By the way, you can tell this guy has pretty good range. No, I don't think we see it right like that. So it is beginning to maneuver. It's trying to get into the side aspect where it's traveling perpendicular to the missile path, so that the missile over or undershoots it easily, but its chances aren't that great. Here we go. And of course that's a hit, which is very, very satisfying, and which also means stop. The Mirages have actually come very, very close. They would be much more speedier than we are. Maybe is it time to face them? They would have guided weapons which have a lower range, only 22 nautical miles. So here's what we'll do. We do know for more or less of a fact that these guys are hostile, so that's what we're gonna mark them as. and we will be turning down here, so that very soon these guys will be radar identified. But down there close. You know what? We will fight it out. Go to military speed. Oh, that's only the first two of them, right? Maybe more down there. Oh, there's more radar. And probably on skunks, so very likely to be on ships. I think that's all of them. Otherwise we wouldn't have been launching 3 missiles and then can only see ones. They must be very close to each other. Very soon we'll be out of... There we go, first missile, which I believe should be here? Yeah. There we go. They are definitely firing at us. We'll see. We do know the actual class now, and they are the FED, so the Libyan Air Force ones. Yeah, so at least 3 planes, probably 4. Missile contacts have been lost, not sure why. Our missiles are starting to actively home in. Got 1, got 2. So let's have a look at pardon. At the situation here. The agility isn't that great. So we get hit chances of about 60-70%, and 2 of them have hit, which I find hugely satisfying because we've been so unlucky before. 1 loss, or 1... No, actually... Yes. So actually we've shot down 3 of them, which is amazing. But now we are out of missiles. They unfortunately are not. We do still have, however, the sidewinders. So this is what we will do. Unfortunately, we reached our waypoint, so we de-accelerated somewhat, which is very bad because now we need to gain speed just so we can maneuver later on. We are now starting to do evasive maneuvers, which isn't that great. Let's briefly have a look at these guys and see how many of these... so we know that they launched at 22 nautical miles, so we're looking at the Super R530F, and that would be probably be this layout where they carry Magic? No. Yeah, this one. So they would carry 2 of these guys, very likely. So the fact that he has launched 2 missiles probably means he's out of missiles now. Will that help us? He actually seems to have launched both of these missiles on this dude up here. So if you could kindly turn around and start to launch sidewinders, so maybe he can break his target lock. Because he's definitely guiding in these missiles. You can see the red indicator over here. This doesn't look good. No, it does not look good. Dodge the first one. Didn't dodge the second one. So, let's see what we got here. The decoy did not work due to probability of 20. Defensive jammer did not work, but the final hit, yeah. That was what got me. By the way, I'm super fine if you were to launch both sidewinders at this guy. So we lost our third plane, which is a bit of a shame, and which is totally my fault for fighting this out. But I wanted to see how well they did. You can launch the second one now, you know. Why are you not launching? Why are you not launching? Why are you not launching? Difference in altitude. How? Stop. What altitude are you? You are very low, so you kindly go to medium altitude. So, are we in a gunfight now? I think we are. You. Take this guy. Can you do that with the... You cannot. Destroy that missile. We actually overtook our missile there, which I find hilarious. Out of weapon range. I don't think he should be out of weapon range. Can I tell you to manually attack this guy? It's kind of funny that the Sidewinder has to turn. Okay, good stuff. Shot down 4 planes in exchange for 1, which still is sad, but not that bad. You please go back to high altitude, military speed, so go as fast as you can, and do please turn your radar off, because that's only gonna get you spotted. And I think there were some crafts over here which I find very threatening, so we will tell our group Alpha up here, not the sonar boy, please, the group Alpha, to launch 2 more of these guys, and at least provide cover up there. Also, we're gonna have a look over here. This flight is returning. Would have been good to have you around. Maybe we should have just pushed on. We're down to 2.5 hours, so we are getting closer to our target. I'm gonna accelerate time a bit just to see if we will get an intercept up there. Some contact has been lost. Harrier, fly please. Yes. Go down here. Okay, so gonna have to call it to close, but next time we'll see whether these guys up here will just loiter in this area, or whether they're actually trying to attack us down here. That's gonna have to wait until next time, so thank you guys for watching. We did have a good Harrier fight over here. Actually, somewhat positively surprised by the Harriers. I don't particularly like them, but yeah, they did their job, even with 1 dying, so that's fine. Some losses have to be made. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.